Hi guys, my name is Abigail. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Johannesburg, Veltevreden Park. I saw Shiloh Wood on Facebook. I was taken away by her style of makeup and the makeup itself. I suffer a lot with pigmentation, pimples and dark spots on my face, and I'm hoping that this would give me a brighter and better look. You guys can stay tuned to the end of my tutorial where you can view my final look. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm applying our Photoshop primer on Abigail. She's got beautiful oriental features, but she's also got a lot of redness. Not much pigmentation as she claims. I think I'm so used to seeing so much more, but she definitely does have redness here. So we're going to neutralize all of that with our primer. Just getting our Photoshop primer in, you can see immediately it's already neutralizing and correcting any uneven skin tone. She doesn't have a lot of big pores, so there's not much filling to do. Just very slight on this area, nothing major. So we're just going to fill those pores in with the primer. And immediately it's a smooth finish. So I've decided to use our in-house foundation on Abigail in C2. It's got the built-in corrector. You can see it's orangey. But it's also a concealer consistency, so it's going to give you maximum coverage. You can just see what it's done already in terms of coverage. Beautiful consistency to blend out. Because she doesn't have so much off marks, there was actually too much of foundation, so I'm just going to blend it out really well. And then I'm using M1 underneath her eyes. Open your eyes for me, look up, up. I know you've got lenses, so I'm not going to go in there. Just to seal underneath. Just touching up wherever I need to seal properly. Next, I'm going to be sealing with our number 5 yellow setting powder. Next, I'm going to define her brows using brow tattoo number 2. Next, I'm applying shadow pencil under the brows where I'm going to be applying the highlighter. And inner corner, this is number 2 shadow pencil, currently retailing for 97 Rand. So it's excellent for holding pigment on the lid or just as an eyeshadow primer to intensify any eyeshadow. Just extending it onto the lid, and then in the shading area I will use a corresponding shadow pencil to match the shading pigment that I'm going to be using there. Bronze pigment number 8 on the lid. Number 13 pigment on the inner corners. Number 11 shadow pencil in the shading area. Using number 4 pigment as your shading pigment. Next, I'm using the highlighter from our highlighter and contour palette up here by the brows. Gently blending in with our shading brush, and also just blending in the inner corners here so that it doesn't look too light. So where they all blend into each other, I'm just using the highlighter to blend it in, so that the colors flow. Just sweeping any excess pigment and products away. I'm going to use the brow tattoo to line, to give it a more defined line, because whenever you use glitter or pigment, it can tone down the stamp liner. So it's best to use something that is intense in pigment, and that's the brow tattoo. Okay, and then I'm going to go over with the stamp liner once that is dry. Cutting her cheekbone, giving her higher cheekbones, shading her jawline a bit so she has a more angled jawline. Turn to face me. We're going to contour her nose next. Lips together, smile. Okay ladies, so this is Abigail's after look. I went for a very glam look. I've used our in-house Photoshop primer to start off with priming her face, and then I also use our in-house foundation and powder ranges. So if you'd like to know what I've used on her, please WhatsApp me on 079-272-4713. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and until the next look, bye!
Ladies, this is unbelievable. I contacted Shiloh. She needed models. Came over. I didn't really expect much. You would say, had complete faith in her, and I'm glad I did, because I love my look. I love the feel of the makeup. It's quite amazing. Yeah, this is the best thing you can do for yourself. If you are into makeup and would like that glamour look, contact her. Yes, no, definitely. It's not too white and bright, and it's not too dark at the same time. It like fits my skin perfectly.
So what would you like to say to the ladies out there?
I would like to tell all ladies to contact Shiloh. This is amazing. It is fantastic. I'm loving the look, the eyebrows, the eyes, everything. So do yourself a favor if you want that perfect look, and contact Shiloh.